extend the demolition notice by 90 more days. Now, the extension is to allow WARMA to thoroughly probe compliance documents issued to the developers of the property. The notice of the extension takes effect on the 13th of November and will cushion the demolition for allegedly encroaching on riparian land. All right, so right now I'd like us to talk to Peter Otieno, one of the owners of the apartments, that is the Seefar Apartments, just to, bring us up to date with that extension that was given by WARMA, and he's joining us by way of phone. Peter, good morning, and thank you so much for talking to us here on KTN News Center. 90 days extension given to homeowners of Seefar Apartments.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, 90 days was given effective 13th of this month. Yeah.
Peter, I can hear you. Kindly continue talking to us.
Yeah, you are yet to ask me a question. What I know is we were given an extension by WARMA on the day before yesterday to about 90 days, effective 13th, to allow them to do thorough investigation. Of course, this followed the aborted joint inspection that was supposed to take place that very day, and they showed up. The NEMA showed up, but they did not carry any surveyor. They did not have the tools for surveying, and informed us that they relied on Kenyan surveyors, whom I'm told were not informed to attend.
Peter, this extension comes at a time after the National Environment Management Authority, that is NEMA, gave an extension of 30 days, and a survey was supposed to be conducted. Was the survey conducted? And if it was conducted, what was the outcome of that survey?
The survey wasn't conducted. At least the joint survey which we agreed on was not conducted, and that's what we were trying to follow up from that very day when they gave us the extension. That was on 15th of last month, and NEMA assured us that in the next few days there will be a joint survey between them, WARMA, and us and the developer. But that was not going to happen because we've followed it up many times. We've followed with letters. We've visited the offices. So lastly, that was on Tuesday when we went to WARMA head office and talked to the CEO. He promised us that it would happen the following day. And that's why on Wednesday we were there waiting for them from 10 o'clock that they would come and do it so that we get over with this issue of riparian. Earlier last week, they told us that we can go ahead and do ours. That is the WARMA people. That was the CEO plus an engineer there called Boniface Mwaniki. Said, well, they don't have to be there. We can just do ours. So we went ahead and contracted a surveying firm, did for us a survey, and surveying is exact science. You cannot say that somebody will get a different result. So the people who did for us showed us that the shortest distance from our building to the highest water mark of the dam is 42 meters. Now that is way beyond what the law says, which should be between 6 meters to 30 meters. So we wanted to do it together so that we are done with this issue, because if they claim they've not done, then they can still use their own results, which we don't understand.
Then why do you think Warma extended the notice by 90 days to enable it and take thorough checks on the compliance documents issued to the property's developer? Yet, these are the same documents that were issued by your chairperson to Warma and NEMA during your first meeting. Why do they need to go through these documents again?
You see, one I know is that in their letter they've got to write something. So that was sounding a little convenient to write. Two, giving us an extension of 90 days was again to ease pressure on them because we were telling them that our notice which you extended was just expiring in a matter of a few days. So they've got to, we called for three things when we went to them. We called for revocation. We called for the technical report that they've been cooking all along because we see them going around giving reports about our building, that our building is unsafe, that the dam can collapse, that water level in the dam is equivalent to 6th floor, and lots of other crooked things. So we wanted this technical report. We wanted also the credentials, various credentials for the engineers or whoever they are that are working on this report that never seems to be coming out. Now, they were still unable to give us the report. They say it's still interim report. If we give it to you and you find that there are some errors, you will be able to challenge it. We told them, but you've been using it. We also want to challenge it. We want to see the credentials. We want to see if what you are doing is right or not right. And so this extension was just again, giving them some time to buy time. The other thing I've known with them is they don't like media. So they thought this thing would just die quietly. Maybe within that 90 days, they think it would die quietly and they can revoke it or something. We don't know. But what we were looking for is revocation.
So, Mr. Otieno, when you say they don't like the media, they want the case to go, the whole situation to die quietly, does it mean that at the end of it, after the 90 days, Seefar Apartments will not be demolished?
No, it's not in our imagination because the notice talked about riparian. What is riparian? One thing we realize is even themselves, they don't understand what riparian is. From the law itself, which they should be using, and the various acts that they should be alluding to, Seefar does not rely on riparian. That is not to talk about the fact that the dam itself does not exist. It's more or less a sewer. The other thing is it's very far from the dam, the highest watermark of the dam. So if that is the basis, then Seefar must not be brought down. Why should it be brought down except for malice? The other thing is, suppose there was any issue, as some people alluded to, there is imminent danger, this dam can collapse. It doesn't just, there is no technical report to that effect. A dam engineer who was contracted by the developer established that those